and welcome to my channel. I'm your host Mohsen Ali and you are watching Global Scope News. Today we are diving into a crucial aspects of the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine. How Ukraine is utilizing Western technology to carry out long-range drone strikes deep into Russian territory. If you have not already, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our in-depth analysis. Let's explain this topic in detail and understand its implications. Over recent months, Ukraine has significantly ramped up its long-range drone strikes against Russia targets and the Russian targets. This strategic shift highlights Ukraine's increasing capability to reach inside Russia's border, targeting critical sites such as Air Force Base, oil depots, ammunition storage facilities, and command center. By focusing on these strategic targets, Ukraine aims to disrupt Russia's military infrastructure and operations. For example, attacking Air Force Base hinders Russia's ability to conduct their operations effectively. Strikes on oil depots impact fuel supplies necessary for military vehicles and aircraft, while hitting ammunition storage reduces the availability of critical resources for ongoing military engagements. Command centers, which are crucial for coordinating military efforts, also become less effective when targets. Each of these strikes serves to weaken Russia's overall military capability and logistics. Western technologies and financial supports have been instrumental in enhancing Ukraine's drone capabilities. Despite NATO's cautious approach in directly supplying weapons to Ukraine due to fear of escalating the conflict, Western tech companies have provided significant support. Ukraine companies, with the backing of Western finance, are now manufacturing drones on a large scale. One notable example is Terminal Autonomy, a company co-founded by Francisco Sierra Martins, which produce the AQ400 SAT and AQ100 Beyond Binoit drones. These drones are made from inexpensive materials and are assembled in formal furniture factories in Ukraine. A company co-founded by Francisco Sierra Martins, which produce the AQ400 and the AQ100 Binoit drones. These drones are made from inexpensive materials and are assembled in former furniture factories in Ukraine. This cost efficiency of these drones is remarkable. For instance, a bayonet drones cost only a few $1,000s, whereas Russian missile designs to shoot it down can exceed $1 million. This cost desperately allows Ukraine to deploy numerous drones for relatively low expensive, making their long-range attacks both frequent and impactful. Talking about the process of drone productions in Ukraine reflects a high level of efficiency. The drones are constructed using simple materials like wood, which keeps production costs low. Always assembling the drones involves creating and then integrating the electronics like motors and explosive. This streamlined process means that drones can be produced quickly and in large quantities. Terminal Autonomy, for instance, produces over 100 AQ400 Saturn drones each month, along with hundreds of shorter range AQ100 bayonet drones. This large-scale production capability enables Ukraine to sustain frequent and sustained drone attacks on Russian targets. Western software has also played a crucial role in enhancing the precision of these drone strikes. Palantir Technologies, a major US data analysis company, has provided Ukraine with advanced software to aid in the planning and executions of drones missions. This software helps create detailed maps and routes to navigate around Russian air defenses and electronic jumping system. The software's ability to visualize and analyze data from various sources allows for more accurate and effective strike planning. Uh, Palantir has trained over 1,000 Ukraine personnel to use this software, ensuring that it's utilized effectively in missions planning. The integration of the technology has been critical in optimizing Ukraine's drone strike capability. Executing these drone strikes involves several strategic considerations. Each mission can involve launching a large number of drones, something up to 60, against a single target. These strikes are mostly carried out at night to reduce the risk of detections. However, challenges include the interceptions and shooting down of many drones before they reach their targets. Friendly fire incidents also occur, where Ukraine's own air defense mistakenly shoot down friendly drones. Despite these obstacles, the strategy is to overwhelm and exhaust Russia's air defense by deploying large numbers of inexpensive drones. This approach not only to increase the likelihood of some drones reaching their targets, but also put significant pressure on Russia's defensive sources. The conclusion: Ukraine's uses of long-range drones supported by Western technology and financial backing. It's significantly affecting the ongoing conflict. The combination of cost-effective drones production and advanced planning tools has enabled Ukraine to carry out effective strikes deep into Russian territory. This strategy disrupts Russia's military operations and exposes vulnerabilities within Russia's Defense system. As Ukraine continues to enhance its drone capabilities, to impact of these strikes on the overall conflict will become even more evident. That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching us. If you found this analysis informative, please like, share, and subscribe to Global Scope News for more comprehensive coverage and current events. Stay tuned for our next update. See you soon. Take care.